Hello friends, welcome back to the channel and thanks so much for clicking on this video. Today we're going to play the new mission in Star Trek Online that is part of the Kings and Queens story arc. Let's go right into the game. Here I am with my ship over Earth Space Dock. This is the USS Rivendell. It's a beauty. I really enjoy it. This is a Warden Temporal multi-mission cruiser. This is with my character Cristo Rios. Again, this is one of my free-to-play accounts. So as you can see, not a ton of stuff that's super special in this build. So it should be a pretty standard playthrough. I don't think I'll be melting the enemy, but we'll see how that goes. And I did play through this mission, or tried to, rather, on release date on Tuesday, but the mission bugged out on me partially through. I'm not sure where it bugged out on me because I'm not sure how long this mission is completely. The point is I wasn't able to continue the mission because I had, a time limit and I didn't want to have to go ahead and just kind of restart the game and go through that again. So I started recording that mission right on release date, but it just didn't work out for me. So I've still been getting my daily progression. Thankfully, there are other ways to get your daily progression besides the mission. And I saw that one of the things was that mini episode that we had not too long ago called All That Matter. So that's the fastest way if you want to get your daily progression. And that's what I've been doing the last couple of days. So thank you, Deca, for leaving that in there because of my time constraints. That's the easiest way for me to get the daily progression towards the rewards that is the Elite Hazard Team ground set. And basically you have three pieces. You have the arc welder, a ground weapon, the Elite Hazard Team body armor, and the Elite Hazard Team personal shield. Is it personal shield? Yeah, personal shield. And the three-piece set has some really cool stuff, and the two-piece set is pretty good too. So really looking forward to having this, if only for the ground Barbie, because it actually does unlock a costume for you as well. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, we're just gonna keep playing through and earning our points day by day to be able to get that. So let's go ahead and get right into the mission without any more preamble. So the new episode's called Best Laid Plans, and we'll just click on here, play now.
Greetings, this is Hugh, Director of the Cooperative Borg and Borg Reclamation Project. I'm assembling a task force to take down the Aetherians, and Command has put your name forward as their specialist on all things Borg. As you know, the Cooperative and its allies are currently trying to track down Thaseen-Fei. We think we've found her. Will you meet me at Deep Space Nine? I've called for a classified, high-priority meeting with the Alliance. Upon arrival, I recommend you have your first officer dock your ship so we can run some diagnostics on it at the station. We've been working on experimental methods of removing what we believe is Aetherian starship sabotage. We can't risk any further malfunctions. I'll be counting on you and your ship today.
Cool. So it always makes me happy to see Director Hugh in this game. So we got to see him for the first time. I believe it was in which mission was it? Let's pull it up real quick. It was Axiom, yeah. So the really long one. I think that's the first time we got to see him. It was great to have him show up. I really enjoyed that, and it's nice to be able to have him back. So one of the things that's new that I see right here is this content note. Basically, it alerts players that you get motion sickness, there's flashing images, loss of agency for the NPCs, and that player discretion is advised. I like this little kind of content note on here. I can appreciate that very much because there are people who are sensitive to flashing images and get a little bit of motion sickness and stuff like that. So just having that on there as a, just FYI is fantastic. And it's very, very kind of them to do this for the players who have some issues with these particular things. So yeah, that's something I could really appreciate. So good on you, Deca, for doing that. So we're going to have some rewards here. Of course, we always get experience points and expertise points for our character. We'll get a random, very rare space item reward, which is nice. Very rare Mark 12, I believe, if you were at least level 50. And then we have 7 of 9 civilian outfit and the Odyssey tactical vest outfit. really cool. I'm very I've seen what the 7 of 9 civilian outfit looks like. I don't think I've seen what the Odyssey tactical vest is like, because I did get to the point where I saw this outfit within the game. So let's go ahead and just click accept the mission. And what we'll do is we'll click over here on the top right hand corner and transwarp to the mission starting location. That's just the fastest way to get there. All right here looks like we got some new items in the Lobi store too, so be sure to check those out if you have any Lobi or Lobi. I always get that mixed up. Lobi or Lobi, whichever one it is. If we have any of those little crystals, go ahead and check the Lobi store and see what's in it. All right, let's begin the mission. Best laid plans.
Welcome to Deep Space Nine. I am filling in for President Okeg, whose presence was requested at Kittimer HQ instead. The other Alliance captains recruited for this mission have already received their briefs and will be heading out shortly. When you're ready, you may take a seat to attend the conference. Until then, feel free to strategize with your allies. I will be observing from the sidelines so I can draw up a mission report once you've returned.
Cool. So this is Chairman, I believe it's Sinetta. The K might be silent. If not, it's Sinetta. But a Farasan, as far as species is concerned, which is really cool. Basically, cousins of the Caitians, I believe, which are feline species. And this is the chairman of the Alliance, the Kittimer Alliance. The Kittimer Alliance comprises of the Federation, of the Klingon Empire, the Romulan Republic, and I believe the Dominion as well. So those 4 main factions, but I think the Alliance has been working with the Cooperative as well. So, but I don't know that they're actually a part of the Kittimer Alliance per se, but they could be. I'm just not 100% sure. So don't quote me on that. Now, funny thing about Chairman Sinetta here is that I've been reading through some blogs that lead up to this episode. In fact, I have 3 of them that I've recorded but have not edited yet. I just haven't had the time to do that. I got a new job recently, so it's kept me pretty busy. But basically, it's I changed the voice of the chairman to sound something a little bit different, what I thought the chairman sounded like in my head. So if you go back and you watch those episodes, I'm gonna actually put a link down to the ones that are already up in the description of this video below. Just show me a little bit of grace, please. I had no clue what Chairman Sinetta was supposed to sound like, and it made him sound a little bit different than what he sounds like in this actual episode. The same thing with the other characters. It's just me kind of voicing everybody. So yeah, show me just a little bit of grace if you would, please, on that. But you know, I wanted to do something a little bit different, and I really enjoy lore in the world building around these episodes. So you know, for me, it was really cool. I thought it'd be really cool to just kind of try to narrate it all, put a little bit of sound effects in there. And for those of you who don't want to read through the blogs and just want to listen to them and get a little bit of backstory, you can do that through those videos. Again, I'll link the ones I have down below so you can have easy access to them. All right, so let's go ahead and reply to Chairman Sinetta here. And I could reply, shouldn't I be joining the Alliance captains? Or, got it, thank you, Chairman. I think I'm going to go with the first option. Shouldn't I be joining the Alliance captains?
Ah, you're right. I should have clarified. Admiral Quinn has informed me that the priority mission is indeed scheduled to begin soon. However, your ship is taking longer to upgrade than expected. You see, we're running your systems through some desabotage diagnostics, highly experimental routines provided to us by the Cooperative, but we hope it'll do the trick. You will be able to join your allies on the front line as soon as it's ready for service.
All right, that sounds great. I believe that the person who voices Admiral Quinn is the same person who voices this Chairman Sinetta. The voice sounds very similar. Okay, so we get to talk to our fellow captains over here. It looks like we have who's this over here? Captain Kagran. Captain Kagran is an ally of ours. We've gone to battle with him several times and strategized with him, especially during the Iconian story arc. He was a very pivotal person there, and also during the Klingon Civil War, he shows up a couple times, I believe. We have Admiral Quinn, of course, who's the main person we respond to. He's our boss. Um, we have L'Rell, which is the Chancellor of the Klingon Empire, and then we have Proconsul Deton, leader of the Romulan Republic. And then we have our fellow captains here. These are the ones that fly the flagships for three of the different factions. We have Captain Vakel Shawn. He is the captain of the USS Enterprise in Star Trek Online. We have Captain Corin, who is the captain of the IKS Bordescu, which is the Klingon flagship. And then we have Commander Tiaru Jirok, and she is the commander of the USS Lisette, which is the Romulan Republic's flagship. So really cool to see my fellow colleagues here. So let's go ahead and let's talk to Captain Shawn.
You made it. Always good to share a high priority mission with a fellow Starfleet officer. I saw your ship docked out at one of the pylons. Let me guess, Aetherian sabotage, right? Well, if it's any consolation, I hear they're almost finished with the experimental diagnostics they're running. You'll be the first to test them out. With any luck, you'll be joining us soon for what will hopefully be my last tactical operation for quite some time. Admiral Quinn's put in a good word for me with Pete Harkins of the old Pathfinder project. Who knows? Maybe we can start up a new exploratory initiative. I haven't exactly told the other captains about that, though. Keep it to yourself. Let's focus on taking down these Aetherian Grelthi and call it a day. Starfleet's counting on us.
So that's really cool. So Shawn, he's talking about going back to instead of, we're always fighting. We've been, our characters have been fighting through these conflicts and all that stuff. And Captain Shawn is talking about going back to doing some exploration. And really, the Enterprise usually has been a ship of exploration. So he really wants to get back to that. I love that they made a reference to the Pathfinder project as well. And so that's really cool. I really like that. And I like that he's thinking that way. He's like, I'm kind of done with the fighting. I want to do a little bit of exploring. And that's what Starfleet was based upon. And yeah, I'm looking forward to some exploring too within the game whenever we get the chance to do that. I know that it's kind of hard because this is an MMO, of course, and you want to kind of keep the story going and things happening. People enjoy the action, they enjoy the battles, the space battles, the ground battles, and things like that too. But yeah, Starfleet is one of their primary goals is to explore the unknown galaxy, right, and to meet strange new alien races and make friends and stuff like that. So, and explore strange new worlds. So I'm going to reply to Captain Shawn here. We'll make it so. See you on the front line. All right, there he goes. All right, let's talk to Commander Jirok. By the way, for those of you who don't know, the rank of commander doesn't mean that she is not in level with a captain. Commander for the Romulan Star Empire and for the Romulan Republic both is equivalent to a captain in the Federation or the Klingon Empire. So let's talk to Commander Jirok.
You're late, but I am pleased to see you here. The atmosphere is a little tense inside this conference room. Loris has informed us that the Dominion does not intend to partake in this mission. Their fleet is indisposed. In fact, a number of allied powers are no-shows today. Not a great start. I thought I was done with mad demigods for the foreseeable future, but it looks like we've got an Aetherian cult leader on our hands. I don't know much about this Thaseen-Fei, but I've heard she's bad news. I better ready up the Lisette and check in with my crew.
Oh, great. So it looks like I'm mispronouncing Thaseen-Fei in all my blogs too. So that's good to know what the name is actually pronounced like now. So yeah, Commander Jirok, she is, she's talking about how tense the situation is with the Alliance right now. Everybody has different ideas on what to do about the situation we're currently in. Everybody's probably strained from all the other conflicts that we've had before. So really interesting that she makes a note of that. So see you on the field, Commander. Finally, let's talk to Captain Corin.
Have you come to join us in glorious battle against the Aetherians? Or are you content with watching from the sidelines like a cachom? We should already be heading to our destination point, yet the Alliance leaders wish to host a conference first. I, for one, will not sit by idly and let the opportunity to strike first pass me by.
Right. I still need to receive my briefing. Thank you for the reminder.
Please, have a seat.
Corin's always ready for a fight. I'd expect nothing less from a Klingon. So, Admiral Quinn wants me to sit down. He said have a seat, but he's not even looking at me. How rude, Admiral Quinn. How rude, sir. Let's take a seat here. Oh, sometime later.
Thank you all for coming. I know not all of our allies could make it today.
It's not the first time we host a high-priority conference at Deep Space Nine on the threats posed by the Borg. But this time, our mission feels a little more hopeful.
That's
Director?
good.
The Cooperative and I called on the Alliance today to inform your captains that one of our nanoprobes has successfully tracked Aetherian Concordium leader Thaseen-Fei to the Midas Array.
Thaseen-Fei believes she is on her way to seize control of the array and lay a trap for the Alliance. This time, we've come prepared.
We've been working on a strategy against the Aetherians and have been tracking their trajectory for some time now.
Thanks to the Cooperative, the Midas Array has already been evacuated. Non-essential personnel have been transferred using cloaked Klingon vessels provided by Chancellor L'Rell, and false life signs intended to lure the Aetherians in have been planted aboard the array with Romulan technology lent to us by Proconsul Datan.
But that's not all. A team of cooperative scientists and I have been developing an Aetherian diffusion device that we're hoping to use on Thaseen-Fei. Our Priority 1 tactical initiative is to ambush her by the Midas Array in order to extract and interrogate her. My fleet is currently split up in an orbit of both the Lukari homeworld and the Jaret system Dyson sphere to prevent incursions of any kind. Recent events suggest both the Lukari and Iconians are at risk. There's a high probability Thaseen-Fei will head to one of these locations next. As the Yasutake is stationed by the Dyson sphere, I'll be needing a ride to the Midas Array. Fortunately, the Admiral, Chancellor, and Proconsul have sent their best ships to assist us.
Are we really certain that Aetherian technology is unable to detect a cloaked evacuation and false life signs?
Perhaps you should ask the Tal Shi'ar, Proconsul. Our latest mission reports indicate the Aetherians were involved with them somehow.
Chancellor, you and I both know that I have no relation to the Tal Shi'ar or their nefarious activities. Besides, the data found aboard the Harmony was barely legible. It could have been fabricated for all we know.
Please, my friends, let's put our differences aside for the sake of the galaxy. We can discuss the details at a later date. Our current priority is to safely excise Thaseen-Fei and defuse her, if possible.
And why is that exactly, Admiral?
Because we believe Thaseen-Fei is the Aetherian Borg Queen.
And if we can get to her, we can get to her entire collective.
You are a worthy ally, Director. But are you really prepared to take on a 200,000-year-old Iconian Borg Queen?
I'm glad you asked. I've got an expert on all things Borg Queen aboard the Enterprise. Come see me when you're ready.
Cool. Okay, so one thing that I don't agree with, I didn't before when I played like a little ways in the first time before it crashed out on me, is the fact that they are treating her like a Borg queen. I mean, just because, you know, it's a part Iconian, part Borg race, and whatever other mix of races, doesn't necessarily mean that Thaseen-Fei is a Borg queen. So I think that premise might be wrong, but the episode will tell. I may be completely wrong about that, but to me, it just doesn't seem like it kind of really makes sense. So I guess we'll find out. Let's talk to. I want to talk to Proconsul Datan first here.
We will not stand by as the Aetherians threaten to take over the galaxy or bow before tyrants, not ancient Iconians, changeling infiltrators, Terran emperors, or even Borg queens. Good luck today.
Thank you, Proconsul. Very nice of you. Very kind. Let's talk to Chancellor L'Rell.
The Aetherians bring great dishonor to our galaxy. They lie, trick, deceive, and worst of all, steal from others. These smooth-headed Marhwipu do not even have the backbone to earn their spoils. We must do whatever it takes to put an end to their treachery. Good luck with your mission.
Well, thank you, Chancellor. Very nice of you. All right. And let's talk to Admiral Quinn, and then we'll talk to Director Hugh.
As much as I'd like to see Starfleet return to a role of discovery, I'm afraid its phasers at the ready for now. Above all else, it's imperative the Alliance remains united. A number of galactic leaders are missing today. I hope this isn't indicative of anything but a difference in priorities. Stay safe out there.
Yeah, one of the things that was mentioned was that the Dominion just, is not with us on this one, or at least they haven't been able to commit any of their fleet to help us out. So they seem to be taking care of their own issues in the Gamma Quadrant. So we're not getting a ton of support from them at the moment. So I'm just gonna put here's hoping. I'll follow Captain Sean's lead. Thank you, Admiral. Ooh, I got an accolade. Due diligence. Cool, I guess because I talked to everybody. That's great. I like the little accolades. I really appreciate them putting more of those in the game. Let's talk to Director Hugh.
Thanks for meeting me here. The captain should be arriving at the Midas Array any minute now. Here are the details of our mission. I've been working on a diffusion device for some time now together with the Yasutake's first officer, Commander Duff. In essence, we've modified Admiral Janeway's neurolytic pathogen to make it compatible with the Aetherians. Instead of neural disruption, this device uses a retroviral agent to break genetic fusion and revert drones to their pre-fusion state. Here's the catch, though. We need someone to spread this virus for us. A liberated Borg is the ideal candidate, as they'd be able to tap into the Aetherian subspace frequencies.
So that would be you?
That's right. Or the XB ally I've called in. If we target Thaseen-Fei, we should be able to sever the Aetherians from their queen. Needless to say, it's risky, and could lead to widespread chaos within her collective. But even if we fail, as long as we capture her, we'd still be able to use her as a bargaining chip or interrogate her. We've only got one shot at this. This is a single-charge diffusion device, so we'll need to be quick and smart. Looks like I'm down a fleet today, so I'll be traveling with you, if you don't mind. I hear your ship is about ready.
I don't mind at all. That'd be pretty cool. By the way, when he says XB, I believe that stands for X-Borg. So if you hear him say XB, I think that's what he's referring to. So I'll be ready when you are, Director.
Lieutenant Kagrash has informed me that your ship is ready for service. Good luck out there.
All right, thank you, Chancellor, Chairman Sinetta. So we're gonna go through these doors, kind of, and go to our ship. By the way, they talked about the Midas Array. That's pretty cool. For those of you who don't know, the Midas Array is actually in Star Trek Voyager, I believe. And if I'm not mistaken, the Midas Array... Oh, it looks really good. The Midas Array...
The Aetherians must have seen us coming somehow. Proconsul Datan was right. Let's act quickly. We need to search the system and get a debrief from the Alliance captains.
Okay, so we gotta go find...
Long-range sensors suggest the Bortisque is critically damaged. Let's go.
Alright, let's go find the Bortisque. So the Midas Array is actually in Star Trek Voyager, if I'm not mistaken, and I believe that Reginald Barclay used it, or Barclay, used it to communicate with Voyager in the Delta Quadrant. And it was the first time that they really had a chance to talk back and forth with the crew of Voyager, the Federation did, after it had been missing for so long. So, if I am mistaken on that, please go ahead and leave a comment down below and tell me that I'm wrong and tell me where it actually comes up at. But I believe that that's where that shows up for the first time in any of the series, in any of the shows.
Captain Corin, the Bortiskew has sustained plasma conduit ruptures across several decks.
Hold your position, Captain. We'll begin repairs with a low-frequency gamma weld.
All right, let's go help Corin. You can see all these ships right here. These are all Klingon ships that have been in battle. So there was definitely a fight around here. A lot of debris. And there's a Bortiskew. Let's go ahead and make the repairs.
From a challenge, your assistance is appreciated.
Assistance we better redirect to the Lisette. Let's move.
Well, let me move around some things just so that you guys can get a better look also. Move some of these things out of the way. There we go, a little bit better. Alright, so Bortiskew is doing okay. We're going to go and take a look at the Lisette. Ooh, don't run into the debris now. Yeah, now we're starting to see some of these Romulan ships, actually. So it changed. We were seeing a lot of Klingon ships. Now we're seeing, yeah, those are definitely... Whoa, go back. Oh, that's cool. They have this one from Lower Decks on there. Forget what it's called. So, Commander Drock, this is Director Hugh. Copy that. We're on it. That's what he said. Alright, so let's take care of these Aetherian frigates. Or the one Aetherian frigate. Thankfully it was just a frigate. There's the Lisette.
It seemed your delayed arrival is now turning out to be vital to the success of our mission. Not a conclusion I would have been able to draw by relying on logic alone.
I love it. She says by relying on logic alone. How very Vulcan of you, Romulan. Anyways, happy to help, but where's the Enterprise?
Past the array. However, the exact position is unclear. The Aetherians have severed the Lisette's comms link with the Enterprise.
Speaking of sabotage, I don't see the Aetherians anywhere. What happened here?
Full systems malfunction. Before we set off on our mission, Alliance vessels received a comprehensive security sweep at Deep Space Nine. Unfortunately, the sabotage went undetected, which is cause for concern. To my knowledge, the Aetherians have never been aboard the Lisette. This means their plans are either being carried out remotely, or that sabotage technology was discreetly brought aboard. But they're here all right. We're still investigating, but if you'd like to witness the malfunctions yourself, you can head to the Midas Array. The Romulan Republic did not only plant false life signs, but a surveillance system, approved by the Alliance, of course.
You're always one step ahead, Commander.
Thanks, Commander. Cause for concern indeed. We'll head to the array as we search for the Enterprise.
Helm set a course for the Midas Array. Cool, so let's take a closer look at the Midas Array. Oh. Poor Lisette. I'm sure they'll get it fixed, though. Alright, let's go. Let's head over to the array itself. I really like this array. They did such a good job with it. It looks fantastic. This model. Really cool. Here we are, approaching. Gotta get closer. But yeah, just look at that. It's beautiful. It's really nice. I love it. Let's go ahead and gather the data. Cutscene.
Captain Sean, this is Commander Jirok. The Midas Array has been tapped. My crew is standing by.
Copy that, Commander. Bortiskew, this is the Enterprise reporting in. We are in position and ready to intercept the Harmony. Captain Corin, do you copy?
Captain, I've received an emergency transmission from the Bortiskew. Cloaking technology has been compromised. The Aetherians could get a visual lock on Corrin's crew in moments if we do not act swiftly.
Damn. Well, still no sign of the Harmony. And the Bortiskew is showing up on our sensors now. This is not good. Commander, could you get closer and provide a status report? The Enterprise has to maintain position.
Agreed. The Lisette is temporarily abandoning position. Helm, set a course for the Bortiskew, but keep a distance.
Enterprise Lisette. This is Captain Corrin. Fortescue. Comms have disrupted. The spineless enemy has...
Captain Corrin, do you copy? There's no response. Enterprise, the Lisette needs to get closer in order to scan the Bortiskew. Or beam down if necessary. Wait. Enterprise, the Lisette systems are shutting down. Something is overriding our cloaking technology. Captain Sean, do you copy? Sean? Vakel?
At least they're getting their shots off. Oh, here comes the Enterprise. Cool. Man, I love these cutscenes.
It looks like the Alliance ships were sabotaged, but at different times. As if Thaseen-Fei had planned to incapacitate the captains in battle. But something went wrong. Why not trigger the malfunctions in one go? Get everyone at the same time. And why the Bortiskew first? It all feels a little erratic. I wonder if our ambush took her by surprise after all. We need to reach the Enterprise and get to the bottom of this.
Agreed. Helm plot of new course for the coordinates of the Enterprise, recorded by the array surveillance footage. And it's that away. Okay, so we'll go and head over there. Let's go full impulse so we get there a bit faster. That was a really cool cutscene, though. I really enjoyed that. Oh, look, the Harmony's over there too. Harmony looks like it's been
up to the party.
a
Just
little
in
banged
time
up.
to watch my ship get towed into oblivion. Poetic.
Glad you're in such good spirits, Captain, but it's not time for goodbyes yet.
Let's help Vakel here.
Stays on that ship. Don't let it escape. Ascension's already powering up a reality. On it. Stable the monster.
Disable the weapon system aboard the Harmony. Got my fighters also helping me out there.
The Harmony's weapon systems are down. Now's our chance to disable that tractor beam.
Let's do so.
That's it. Harmony has been disabled.
Alright, it's been disabled.
You just prevented my ship from getting booked on a terrifying interdimensional flight. The offer of a one-way ticket to the Aetherian homeworld isn't entirely uncompelling, but it's the complimentary side of assimilation I take issue with. I'd love to stay and chat about how grateful I am, but we've got an Aetherian boarding party on our hands down here. What's more, Commander Kiona has just notified me that Thaseen-Fei's decided to join her little friends aboard the Enterprise. A hell of a situation we've got on our hands, but perhaps this is a blessing in disguise.
Capturing her on Alliance turf sounds like the better option. What do you say, Director?
You're right. My colleague is already aboard the Enterprise waiting for our arrival. Hopefully this gives us an advantage. Ready to beam down on your command.
Let's go. Cool. So now we get to see what the Enterprise looks like.
Welcome aboard the Enterprise. Here's the plan. We need to secure the ship. There's no use capturing Thaseen-Fei if we're fused by one of her drones. We also play by Alliance rules, which means helping any survivors we come across if we're able to. Speaking of allies, my neural link received a ping from a subspace beacon originating from the ship's computer access room. That'll be my colleague. We'll need to team up with her to improve our odds. Remember, we need a liberated Borg to act as a conduit to defuse Thaseen-Fei.
I can say, tell me more about your partner, or understood, let's begin. I'm gonna say, tell me more about your partner.
Fellow liberated Borg, former unaffiliated vigilante to some, galactic hero to others, and as loyal as they come. She'll tell you the rest.
Can't wait.
Lead the way.
All right, so here we are, transporter room of the Enterprise. A lot of fire going on. We gotta help the crew members that are down. No crew member left behind. So let's go ahead and do that. And I think along the way we have more, if I recall correctly, that will need a help. All right.
Aetherian drone up ahead.
Diplomacy is futile.
Oh.
Fusion is formidable.
Yeah. Some more. Oh, I
Doors
hate these
ahead
little
are
circle
locked.
things.
We need to find a way to bypass security protocols.
All right, you doing all right there, engineer crew member? Oh, here we go. There's another person down. Don't worry, Madam Andorian. You will be helped. Looks like we're going to this console over here. I like it. I like this map of the Enterprise. I like how the decks look, and it's pretty cool. Of course, everything's on fire right now.
Didn't know you were a force field specialist.
Oh, well, nobody's ever called me a force field specialist before, Hugh, but thank you. We're in another hall. Oh. Some more Aetherians that we gotta take out. There you go. No, that way's closed. There's another crew member. Look at all those isolinear chips. I love that.
Fighting these drones alone. There's something odd about the way they say their axioms. Sounds a bit familiar.
You're right. I hear it too.
The security room. I bet we can bypass lockdown protocols from inside.
Yeah, we'll do that. But first, let's help this crewman out. So this is the engineering section of the Enterprise. Very cool. Oh, look at this. This looks like Lucari technology right here. So that's pretty cool. It looks like the way is close to the actual warp core, but very neat. So we're supposed to go to this console back here, so let's go ahead and do that. Alright. Oh, another crew member we gotta help.
We need to disable security parameters to open the doors to the computer access room. I'll cover you.
Alright, I'll get to work. But first, let's help our crewman here. Good to go. Any other crewmen in this room? Nope. Alright, so let's go ahead to this console and unlock the door.
Nicely done. Let's return to the computer access room.
Alright, so we go through this room here. And nope, not that door. We'll keep coming down the hallway here. Ah, here we go. Let's go in. Ooh, cutscene.
Your collective was imperfect. Join us so you can finally ascend.
The only thing ascending in here is my frustration with you.
Fuse and you shall know perfection. 7 of 9. Tertiary adjunct of Unimatrix 01.
How about you fuse with my right hook?
I love it.
Thanks, but I've got it. What took you so long?
I mean, she did just disintegrate a bean in front of us, but you know, what you gonna do? That was pretty cool. Alright, already fighting. Oh no, did I just get... Yep, I got one shot killed. Well, lovely. Sec respawn, or I have this little device here called the paradox corrector. I'll use that.
I do, actually. Shut down the transporters and compromise the reactor core.
Perfect. Keep it in mind.
Did we get everybody? Am I gonna die again? I think we got everybody. Alright. Let me grab...
Well, would you look at that? I was wondering who the classified contact Hugh's been speaking so highly of was. It's been a while, but I'm glad it's you. I take it you're familiar with the plan?
Ah, it's so cool to have 7 of 9 back. That's so cool. So apparently I'm a classified contact. Cool. I had a feeling it was you, 7. Yes, as it stands, secured in the ship and its crew. Extract Thaseen-Fei.
That's right.
Or
Director Hugh also
Thaseen-Fei.
shared some tactical information with me from his time aboard the Harmony. With any luck, our game of Catch the Queen should go a little better than your last run-in with the Aetherians.
Looking forward to no longer being a pawn in their games. So this diffusion device only has 1 charge, right?
High risk, high reward, I won't deny it. But our odds are good. This extraction is now happening on Alliance territory. And we've got 2 liberated Borg candidates who can act as diffusion conduits.
You make a good point. Hang on, I'm receiving a message from Captain Sean.
Alliance Task Force, this is Captain Sean. Thaseen-Fei is on the bridge.
Hang tight, Captain, we're coming.
This is our chance. Lead the way, 7.
Right behind you.
We can access the bridge from main engineering. Follow me.
Alright, we'll do that, but
So,
first...
Director, how confident are we feeling about this diffusion device?
I'd say about 75%, give or take.
Let's help out our crewmen here. So only about 75% that it'll work. By the way, that is wait, where did 7 go? Is she gone? All right, let's go through here. Oh yeah, she's gone. She left us. She's like, "Hey, I am, in a hurry. We got to get this done." All right. So that's one of the uniforms that we'll get from completing this mission. The one that she's wearing right now.
Stabilizing force field integrity. Let's go.
Cool. So this is the part where it crashed last time I played this game. So I've played up to this point. I haven't played beyond this. So everything from here on out is going to be pretty new. And right here we see that there was one objective that said head to main engineering, right? So this would just not go away, even though I was in main engineering and went through it several times. It just got stuck here, and so I stopped playing. I just didn't have enough time to, restart this whole mission. And I got a feeling it's probably a little bit longer still, so I didn't want to have to go through all that again at the time, because I just didn't have the time. Okay, so we're gonna go through these turbo lifts and up to the bridge. Come on, everybody, get in here, Mr. Potato Head. Let's go to the bridge. Another cutscene, awesome. Oh no.
Through fusion, we are
Step away from
Yeah.
He's escaping.
She threw him like a rag doll.
Transport trajectory confirms she's heading to the Lisette.
Poor Sean. I mean, for more reasons, but... Oh!
What on earth? Are you talking about my family? How the hell do you know about that?
I think I missed something. Sean said, "How do you know about that?" And I didn't get what he was told. Are there any more crew members around here who need help? Look around. I don't want to miss anybody. Looks like I'm missing one. Oh, that's a bummer. Did I miss a crew member? I said no crew member left behind. Did I lie? No. Oh my. Anybody around here? Anybody? Any crew member need help? Hello? Nope, I don't see anybody. Any other crew member around here that needs help? Should I go back, y'all? Oh no, that stinks. So here's a little tour of the bridge. Well, I try to look for a crew member that may be down, but I don't see any in this part. I think I missed them in the last part. Ah, oh, that stinks. I wonder if I can go back. I don't want to leave any crew member behind. Let me see. Will it let me go back down? It will not. I think I just missed out on that. Oh man, I am a completionist. And I do not like leaving anybody behind. That really stinks. You know what? Let's talk to Sean. There's nothing else I can do. I can't even go back. I'm gonna have to play this mission over again. Alright, let's talk to Captain Sean over this force field for whatever reason.
Director, 7. I can't thank you enough. That was a close call. Once this mission is over, I'll be heading back to Deep Space Nine for repairs and repose. That's if any of us make it out alive.
Captain, I'm receiving a priority transmission from the RRW Lisette.
Enterprise, this is Commander Jirok. It's good to see you're all in one piece. Our comms are up and running again, but internal systems have been sabotaged by the Aetherians, including our Singularity Core. Requesting immediate assistance.
Commander Thaseen-Fei was just boarded your ship. Stay sharp, we're on our way.
We can't let that Singularity Core destabilize. Its collapse could cause a chain reaction across this region of space. Our team will head to the Lisette. Captain Sean, your crew needs you here. Let's keep in touch.
Okay, I don't want to beam to the set just yet, but oh, check it out. I wanted to show you. I think this is the second uniform that we'll get right there. That Odyssey kind of tactical uniform. The tactical vest, I think is what it's called. So very cool. I love getting new ground Barbie stuff. So, man, I wish I could get that last crew member. I just cannot, for the life of me, think of anybody that we missed, and it won't let me go back down. Will it? Nope. I just missed out on that. Oh well. Alright. I'll have to do that another time. Let's go ahead and speak to Captain Sean again, although we'll just skip through the parts real quick. And then we'll beam over to the Lisette. Ah, man. So disappointed. So disappointed.
I'm contacting you from the bridge. The Aetherians have sabotaged the Lisette's internal systems. We've managed to repel boarders, but they've blocked off our path to the Singularity Core. They're plotting something.
They might be trying to compromise the core to blow up the Midas Array. Any casualties to report? Or I could say maybe they're trying to collapse the Singularity to open a subspace rift. Any casualties to report? Let's just go with the second one.
Many, unfortunately. To add to that, most of the ship's doors, consoles, and turbo lifts are malfunctioning. We used some of our last power reserves to beam you aboard our Singularity Core deck. I'll have to guide you remotely.
What do you need, Commander?
Your team will need to reroute our emergency power supply to conduct repairs and access our Singularity Core. As you can see, environmental systems are offline and visibility is limited.
Let's get to
Sending
work.
over command-level clearance codes. You'll need them to move on freely.
Cool. So let me just look around here. Is there anything I need to do here? Just repair the Lisette, check the chip systems. Oh, look at this though. This little container over here looks like I should be able to click on it, but because it's behind this, I can't. Is there any way to get up there? Maybe through here? Let's see. Nope. Okay. Let's go ahead and let's just, I don't know why that's blinking like that though, but let's go ahead and access the console.
There are repairs to conduct beyond those doors, but you'll need to pick a path. Our power supply is too low to open both at the same time.
Got it, thank you. So I could either go with 7 or with Hugh. Decisions. You know what, 7, I think I'm gonna go with Hugh just because You're a badass. He was a badass too, but you know, in case he needs a little extra support. So let's go ahead and
This is a security
take this
override console. Let's reroute the power supply and open up the doors.
Oh, minigame. I don't mind these. The one I really don't like is the isolinear chip one. I just, that one frustrates me all the time. But the one with the little frequency waves and this one, I don't mind at all. It's fine. Alright, so we got another console here. Okay. Here we are.
Still a set looks worse for wear.
The ship has seen better days, no doubt about that. These consoles power life support and airlocks, but the isolinear chips are misaligned.
On it. Alright, so where am I going? Oh yeah, over here. So this console, let's reroute power.
Power is being diverted from their systems.
Oh, again, a little mini game, so let's do that.
Alright, one more to go.
Okay, so I'll go to another console over there on that side. Is there anything in there? Oh yeah, there is. But let's do this first.
It worked. Alright, I'm only detecting one affected area left. Let's go.
Alright, we'll go in a second. Let me go in here and see what we can find from this computer. Access the log. Alright, file code TS SURV-L256-CC, pad 2099, location installation 18, Nimbus 3 operation. That's part of one of the stories. Installation 18 used to be run by the Tal Shiar, if I'm not mistaken, and it was used to conduct experiments for the Iconians. The Tal Shiar would do the experiments on behalf of the Iconians, on their own people, actually, and also some of the other races, but very, very bad juju in that place. Let's see, Peter David, I guess. Date of birth 23/9/2344. Designation WOS Field Agent. Counterintelligence. Newly uncovered data aboard the Starship Harmony confirms the Tal Shiar's recent suspicions the Aetherians have been watching them, studying their knack for deception, sabotage, and infiltration. This corroborates the information we received from the redacted Resistance. Now that we know the Resistance is telling the truth and they are not a Tal Shiar ploy designed to weed out counterintelligence operatives, I find it pertinent to share the rest of their message. It appears that over time, differences in ideology surrounding fusion led to a schism in their nameless hybrid society. Some struggled to maintain their original identities amidst the growing influence of their cybernetic halves, and began to question their fate as well as their agency as fused beings who had been promised total supremacy. Others praised their newfound power, preferring influence over individuality. One such hybrid, the Ether, Chosen One, spoke at great lengths of the benefits of fusion, as well as the advantage of deceit as a legitimate science used to acquire knowledge. I fear that when it comes to this so-called leader of theirs, it may be too late. I guess they're talking about Thaseen-Fei. But I agree that if we do not try to extract her from her collective, we'll never know if it's possible in the first place. In the end, if we can't alter the tide of events, at least we can stand nearby with towels to mop up, as we always do. I must return to my post before I am suspected. Computer end log and initiate sequence. What is that? 000 or 000? Final order. This log will self-destruct in 3, 2, 1. So this is like the Ethan Hunt of the Romulan Republic spies, I guess. Pretty cool. A little bit more backstory. Looks like not all the Aetherians wanted fusion, looks like there were some who resisted or who tried to resist that. Preferred their individuality. Alright, so we're going to, this is what, the hydroponics bay, right? So we have a computer here to stabilize or to work on, so let's go ahead and do that. Or rewriting power is what we're doing. Okay. Another little mini game. I don't mind one or two here or there, but Axiom had a lot.
Looks like you unlocked a security log.
Got another accolade called Burst of Energy. Awesome. Let's access the log.
This is Lieutenant Jeri Ryan, Tactical Division. I'm still unable to locate Sub-Commander Zional despite my best efforts. The Aetherians swarmed the Lisette, ignoring most of the damage dealt by my disruptors. They locked us out and overrode all of the ship's systems, despite leaving many wounded in her wake. This Thaseen-Fei seemed uninterested in exchanging phaser fire with us, heading straight for the core instead. Lieutenant Salon's security report indicates the Aetherian's life sign was last detected in the Singularity core room. As I am unable to access it from this deck, I will reluctantly transfer our medical unit instead, and guard the survivors until I receive new orders from my commander.
This is so cool. I actually remember this Lieutenant Jeri Ryan. She, of course, is a security officer. I think the main tactical officer here aboard the Lisette. We ran into her. I believe the mission was called Flagship Down. It's part of the Delta Quadrant story arc. And we got to interact with this character. In fact, towards the end of the battle, she gave us like a modified grenade to throw at the enemy that, you know, took care of the mission, took care of the job. So it was really cool. That's cool. I appreciate seeing some of those older characters kind of show up again, and I remember that character. Very cool. Straight for the Singularity Core, huh?
Can't think of a good reason why a Borg Queen would do that. It's also a little odd to be putting herself on the line like that, don't you think? And again, these Aetherians are Iconian Borg. Maybe their motivations are harder to determine than your average collective.
Yeah, see, that's why it makes me think, like, they keep referring to her as, like, the Borg Queen of the Aetherians, but they do things differently. They don't do things exactly the same as the Borg Queen would do or the Borg would do, so I don't know. I still don't think that premise is right. Anyways, I'm going to put maybe. Let's move on.
Great. Repairs are done. Singularity room aside. Let's head back to damage control.
All right, back to damage control. Let's go ahead and unlock the doors here.
Thanks to your efforts, power has been restored to this deck. The Singularity Core is now accessible. Stand by to receive the room's access codes. Hold. I'm receiving a transmission from the Bortiskew.
So am I, displaying transmission.
Alliance Task Force, this is Captain Corrin. I have a visual on the Aetherian pit Hach. Thaseen-Fei and her followers have boarded the Bortiskew. Her treacherous drones are not holding back. This is a fight worthy of a Klingon. If you are brave, you will join us in battle.
She's always goading us to fight. Damn. Thaseen-Fei keeps jumping around. How soon do you need us on the Bortiskew?
Hold that thought. Logistics are up and running again. Our intel indicates that the Singularity Core has been tampered with. If it collapses, it's game over. For everyone.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and split up.
Agreed. It's the only option. What's the play?
You and Seven know the internal workings of the diffusion device. I'll take the Singularity Core.
Glad you offered. I was thinking the same thing. With Commander Jirok's guidance, one person should be enough to repair the Singularity Core. But don't take too long, you're gonna miss all the fun.
I wouldn't think of it. I won't. Good luck.
I'll guide you through the Singularity Core repairs. First off, equip an EV suit.
Okay. So it looks like Seven and Hugh will be going to the Bortiskew before I do. So let me equip my EV suit.
Captain Corrin, this is Seven. 2 to beam over.
Good luck, y'all. I like the look of the Romulan suits. Ooh, weightlessness.
The Aetherians fried some of our gravity generators. Really changes your perspective.
All right, so where are we going? Oh, that little box that was there before. Look at that. It's up here now, so I guess we could reach it because we're weightless. Cool. Let's gather some data.
Don't mind that. It's only debris. We're due a radiation sweep. The core is the other way.
Really? That was just nothing? Okay. A little disappointed, but fine. Finally get to it and it's nothing. Just debris.
Jirok, this is Sean. I'm getting reports of Borg incursions close to the Juret Dyson sphere.
Focus on collecting data from nearby consoles. Sean, I'll contact command.
There's a singularity core, and I guess we gotta take off. Oh yeah, look at that. See that part right there? That's Aetherian technology, so we'll remove that.
Scans show the sabotage device you removed was sending a signal to the Harmony.
Anything more on this side? Nope. So it looks like we're gonna go to the other side, maybe? Boy, this weightlessness thing is interesting. Alright, here we go. I mean, there are other missions where you get it, but this is a little bit different. This feels a little bit different than it has in the past. Let's remove that Aetherian technology.
Another device removed. This one was emitting a destabilizing resonance pulse. Logistics point to a final anomaly past the core. You'll need to power it down.
I want to be careful here because I don't want to run into the singularity core. I'm pretty sure that's not good for me. So let's go ahead and... Oop, 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 oop. Careful. Ooh, this is hard, y'all. Alright, let me try it again. There we go. Stop the singularity core. Can I do that from here? Yeah. Looks like the game gives you a little grace there.
It's beautiful, isn't it? Singularity core. Controlled chaos. Unmatched potential. Don't let that fool you, though. If the containment field fails, we'll begin to demolecularize.
That's not fun. Definitely don't want to demolecularize. So...
Initial scans registered a single anomaly. Turns out we're dealing with the trifecta.
Where am I going? Am I going down? Into the core? Or into the core area? I think so. Let me try that. I don't see anything though. Oh no, there's one right there. Yep. Cool. Alright. Come on. It's a little bit difficult. There we go.
Plasma conduits have been repaired.
Oh, there's
2 more
another one
points
right there.
to go. Sending you the coordinates. Subspace anchors have been stabilized. Sending over the final coordinates.
Okay, I think this will be the last one. I think she said 2 more before.
This is 7. How's it going? We could use your help on the Bortisque.
Quantum diagnostics are back online. Now that core stability has been restored, I'll reroute main power back to all systems, turn the core back on, and head down to your deck. Thank you for your assistance. I'll take over from here, patching you through to the Bortisque.
Yeah, I didn't want to die either, so anything to avoid a collapse singularity.
While my warriors have been crushing Aetherian enemies through fire and flame, you have been floating around on the Lisette, tinkering with broken technology. Enough! Now is your chance to die with honor and put your Darshekme where your mouth is. I have a lock on your coordinates. Transport in 3, 2, 1.
That's awesome. Wait, Captain, I'm still inside the singular. Uh-oh. Wait, it's starting up, and I'm still inside. Oh, okay. Corrin got me out just in time, looks like. Oh, there's Corrin. Alright, let's go help the Bortisque. That was fun.
We must secure the bridge.
All right, let me talk to Captain Porton.
Good. You live to fight beside us. Good. The Aetherians and their spineless leader have dared to board the Borg fleet and set it ablaze with their sabotage.
Like I say, how should we proceed? Or it'll take more than some fire to stop us. What do you need us to do? I feel like she would appreciate the second one a little bit more, you know? She's all gung-ho, like, ready for action. And she's like, you know, she doesn't like to recognize that anybody's got the upper hand on her, even if they do. So I think I'm going to choose that second option. Let's see how she responds. It'll take more than some fire to stop us. What do you need to do? What do you need us to do?
That's the spirit. You must pick up a fire suppression device if you wish to die honorably. The device, however, must be repaired first. Those worthless swines have sabotaged most of our equipment.
Copy that. Let's get started. So it looks like she did like my reply. She said that's the spirit. Alright. So I could grab this. As a tactical officer, I have the option to override biometric lockouts, forcing the device into fail-safe combat mode. If you're in the engineering track for your captain or the science track, you have different kind of things that you could do.
Extinguish the flames and join your allies in battle.
Okay. So we have to put out the flames. And it looks like we have some crew members up here to save too. Hopefully I can get all of them. I wasn't able to get them all in the Enterprise, unfortunately. I'm gonna have to replay the mission. It's alright, I got your back, 7. And Hugh. Alright, we got this bunch. Is that a crew member? Yep. Let's go ahead and help the crew member out. Can't believe I left one on the Enterprise, man. That's still bugging me. And I said no crewmen left behind. Shame on me. Shame on my captain. Cristo Rios.
To sabotage a Klingon ship is to provoke the wrath of 1,000 butlers.
Of 1,000 batlets. That's cool. I actually wonder how many crew members are on board the Borg-Askew.
Well, we said it would be nice to go somewhere warm for my next job. This is overkill.
That's funny. Yeah, this is definitely warmer than she probably had in mind. Do I have to put out this fire too? Yeah. I guess I just couldn't do it earlier because I had to fight those Aetherians. Right? Yeah. Oh, here's another crew member. Let's go ahead and help this crew member out. I really want to get them all. At least in this part. Let's go ahead and extinguish this fire here. Alright, looks like I've extinguished all the fires in this area. Oh, I see another crew member up here. Stubble core waits. Yeah, not yet. Let's help you out there. I guess we'll keep coming around here and putting out the fires.
Still no visual on Thaseen-Fei, but there are
First,
plenty of drones around.
attack these Aetherians. Corner here. You know what? Take that. Oh no! What'd y'all do to me?
Can't tell if I'm inhaling smoke or if that's the taste of defeat. Where's Thaseen-Fei?
Let's put out these fires. Okay, 2 out of 2 fires put out.
There are reports of multiple incursions taking place in the Kittimer system.
Multiple?
My comms officer will notify Captain. May their battle be as glorious as ours.
Better keep moving. Here's a crew member. Let's go ahead and save that crew member. Alright. How many does that make? 4 out of 6 crew members saved so far. Alright. That's good, right?
More Aetherian boarders on the lower level. Stay sharp and look out for survivors.
work on this ground build. But I'm really just using like mission reward stuff, so you know, it's not necessarily the most powerful, although it's a pretty decent set, but maybe at this level can't compete very well. And this one was a little bit of more of a fight. Leave 7 alone. Alright, I think well, I hate that thing. Ugh. Not a baby for you to lift me up like that. Here's a crew member. Let's go ahead and save her. Okay, I think I got all the ones down here. I'm still missing one. How am I still missing one? Did I miss one back here? Oh, you know what? I think there's another level we gotta go up, so let's go ahead and extinguish the fire. Maybe that crew member's up there.
Alliance team, report to the mid-level of the bridge.
Alright, so this is the mid-level of the bridge, which means there's a higher level of the bridge. Let's speak with Captain Corn.
Though these flames make for a glorious battle scene, suffocating is no way to reach Stovercore. We need to repair the Bordersku's ventilation system and clear all debris so we can find this Aetherian Tach-Kek.
We'll be more effective if we split up. I'll work on opening up the vents.
You're right. I'll stay with Corrin and help clear the debris. 7, I recommend you and I split up in case something goes wrong on either side.
Right. One of you needs to defuse Thaseen-Fei. 7, I guess you're with me. So let's extinguish the fire here.
You got it. Let's get to work on these vents.
So let's go ahead and activate the vents.
Or just impeccable instinct.
I really like this this bridge at the Bordersku. It's really cool. I wonder if players have access to it.
Smoke is subsiding.
My internal sensors are reading one more ventilation console up ahead.
Okay. So one more console. Oh, I guess we got to put out the fire first.
Forged in fire, right? It's almost ironic now.
Oh, my console's over here.
You know, something's telling me we are going about our trap the wrong way.
Possibly. Possibly going around it the wrong way.
Ventilation's back online too.
Okay.
Heads up, I'm picking up on Thaseen-Fei's exact biosignature, but the signal is fading. I don't see her up there though. Can anyone get a visual?
Visual or not, we must clear this debris. If the Aetherian leader is hiding behind it, she will die a coward.
Let's clear this up. Do I help? Yeah. Okay. That's kind of cool fighting alongside them. That's so neat. I like that. God. Oh, yeah, that looks like Thaseen-Fei right up there, no? Oh, the last crewman! Yes, I'm gonna get all of them here. Sorry. I'm super stoked about that.
More Aetherian borders.
How do they keep bypassing all of the Alliance's security parameters?
Yeah, it seems like all the improvements we made don't mean anything. Because the Aetherians are just adapting, kind of like the Borg, I guess. Oh, here's another one. Any more coming?
Oh fuck! What is this filth doing on my view screen?
I'm not sure what that is on your view screen, Captain Corrin. Maybe an Aetherian sabotage subroutine? Either way, no sign of Thaseen-Fei. The biosignature is gone.
Damn, we're stuck in a loop. She's just gonna keep jumping around, isn't she?
Incoming transmission from Captain Sean.
Captain Sean, what's your status?
Alive, but not well. Sorry to say, but Thaseen-Fei is back on the Enterprise. I'm opening up a multi-channel with the Lisette.
Commander Jurok, how's the Lisette holding up?
The Lisette is stable, for now. But I suspect my vessel is next on Thaseen-Fei's list of destinations. What's the plan?
This game of Catch the Queen isn't as easy as it first seemed.
Know thine enemy. An Earth saying, I believe. Thaseen-Fei is one step ahead of us. We must get one step ahead of her.
Right, trap her when or where she least expects it.
That's pretty good, actually. The Harmony's disabled, right? In essence, the Alliance has control of it until Thaseen-Fei decides to initiate repairs, but that doesn't seem like her priority right now. Most of her drones are beaming onto our ships while her own shields are down. We could beam onto the Harmony while the Aetherians are distracted and lay our trap there. A couple of pattern enhancers, maybe some arson, little vandalism, you know, something to get her attention. Wouldn't be on our turf anymore, but we'd have some time to set it all up.
It's worth a shot. Where should we beam aboard?
The reactor room. I remember Admiral Kumarke say something about how the core seemed important to them. Maybe we can do a little sabotage of our own.
Seeing as she tried to misuse the Lisette Singularity Core, that checks out. Let's do it. Captain Corin, the board skew is yours. I mean, obviously, it's her ship.
Your assistance aboard my vessel has earned my respect. But you are mad if you think any of the Alliance captains are willing to sit out on the fight of our lifetimes. On the way to the Midas Array, Sean, Jarak, and I swore to each other that we would see this plan through to the very end. We shall join you aboard the Harmony. Commander Boroth will take over in my absence.
Fair enough, but my bridge officers should stay behind and defend the Alliance ships, starting with the Bortiskew. That's so cool. So they're going to come with us? That's really cool.
A worthy compromise. I accept. Our deeds today will be the ones that echo through the halls of Stovakar. Kapla!
Let's move to the Harmony. We've been here before.
All right. Looks like we're all accounted for.
That's so cool. Get to fight alongside the other captains. That's so cool.
My nanoprobes are detecting a single Aetherian life sign nearby. It's phasing in and out of existence. This reactor room also looks a little different since my last visit. I guess they redesigned.
Well, no sign of Thaseen-Fei or any drones. Seven, are you okay?
The life sign. It's accessed my neural transceiver and initiated contact through the collective subspace network. I think it's the reactor core.
Oh.
It's calling itself a tether to the ether, one of many Unimatrix chambers. Change of plans. We use the defusion device on the core instead. I get the feeling there's a chance it could spread to the rest of Thaseen-Fei's collective. But we'd still need to trap her and hook her up to it to bypass any Aetherian encryptions.
Is there something the cooperative has tested before? Is this something the cooperative has tested before?
No, it's not. How do we know it'll even work? It's intended for a singular, partially biological life form. This is a reactor core acting as a subspace network.
I can't explain it. You weren't there when I accessed the Queen cell on board the artifact. Reconnecting to the collective as their temporary leader, it changed me. I think this ether recognizes me as a viable Borg Queen.
So what she's referencing to here is actually an episode of Star Trek Picard, and I believe it was season 1, where she interfaced with what's called the artifact. The artifact basically was an abandoned Borg. Was it abandoned? I don't know if it was abandoned, but it was a disabled Borg ship that the Romulans were doing tests on, basically, and had like science teams in there. So that's what that references to. So this plan sounds risky, but it's certainly possible.
I don't know, Seven. Injecting a whole collective with sudden individuality could have disastrous consequences.
I know you're worried, Hugh. But Picard couldn't have predicted the chaos caused by your individuality when you return to the collective. We know better now. If I act as the conduit and transfer Thaseen-Fei's authority to me, I can program the defusion to be gradual. I've done it once, I can do it again. Trust me, I can do this.
So he was worried because when he was kind of given individuality and removed from the Borg collective for a short while, it basically his individuality, when he got plugged back in, spread, and so more people started acting like individuals, but it created kind of this chaos type situation, and that's from Star Trek: The Next Generation TV show. So it's really cool. You get references from Star Trek: The Next Generation TV show, TV series, and then you also get some from Star Trek Picard in this case. We also got some, I mean, in the form of the Midas Ray from Voyager. So I love it because it just kind of things kind of interconnect. So I think that's really cool. Anyways, I trust you, Seven.
All right. I trust you too. Remind me of the new plan.
Lay down the pattern enhancers close to the reactor core and target it to get Thaseen-Fei's attention. If this works, this ether should send her a subspace transmission through the core, prompting her to return. We can then prevent her from beaming back out. Once she's trapped, I'll hook both of us up to the ether and transfer her powers to me. If we inject the pathogen straight into the core system, we should be able to defuse any drones connected to it. Gradually.
She won't go down easily. Let's start.
Can you get those pattern enhancers placed? We'll cover you.
All right, so, oh, actually I want to read, what do we have here? We have these computers, I guess. I want to read through these computers real quick. Read the console. I'm guessing we're reading, yeah. So this is Y Vomni. It says, such victories were not only the body, but of the mind. As the doctrine evolved, it was further perfected. Socio-historic texts such as the Origins could no longer be allowed to exist, as they contradict the very nature of the ether. Splinter factions of Iconian loyalists questioning the benefits of our fusion have since been eradicated. Oh. As far as we know, no one remains, not even the author of the Origins, which has since been destroyed and removed from the ether's archive entirely. So basically, some genocide attempts were happening here because they did say eradicated some of the Iconian loyalists who, well, I guess not all Iconians, I guess maybe not genocide, but basically any faction that kind of opposed the melding or the fusion, as they call it, um, were eradicated. And there was apparently some bodies of work, some written stuff, and that was talking against it. So it says here the rest is untranslatable. Okay, let's go to the next computer. Let's go here. So really cool. You're still getting a little bit of a background. You see that they're fusion didn't happen super harmoniously, even though they always talk about harmony this, harmony that, and together we're stronger and all this stuff. But like, not everybody wanted that, right? Let's read this console here. This is Y Bon Manim. I am writing hurriedly as I sense the end is near. I see no other path forward than resorting to experimental biogenetic fusion as a means of preventing cybernetic supremacy. What I have dubbed the inevitable onslaught is now upon us. If my calculations are correct, then we will all soon speak and act as one. Our individuality will be weeded out by the enemy's poison, but our knowledge and legacy will be preserved, I hope. Farewell, Kalmanons. You shall now be Yad Namad. Belor. The author is marked as missing in action in one of the appendices. Interesting. So some people thought that fusion at the end was the only option left available to them, so as not to lose themselves completely. Let's read this console right here. This is Y Galore. It says, the divine can only be reached by submitting to a greater power. So we may ascend to a form that words cannot begin to describe. Come, do not fear what cannot be understood by the lesser mind. Embrace it instead, wholeheartedly. Only then may we attain all the knowledge of the multiverse, for at present our bodily vessels are incapable of absorbing it. Join me, Yad Namadi. Rid yourself of that which restrains you and holds you back from true victory. Free yourselves from the shackles of Iconian rigor. Give in to the ether and let it fight for you. Friends, I know you are frightened, that you doubt the efficacy and ethics of the leap of faith we are both about to take, but we must trust Belor's research. It is no coincidence that it has so far propelled Yadna into its golden age. Let us go even further together as one. Pir Parasya Genemni Omtolagi? Tefei. Tefei. Oh, looks like I got another accolade, Aetherian linguist. So, Tiffei, I mean, I'm guessing that's Thaseen-Fei, but that's not what she's called. She's called Thaseen, right? So, okay. So we get to see a little bit more of the background of the conflict that they're going through. It looks like Thaseen-Fei is the one who's really, you know, wanting the fusion, the merger to happen, and really pushing for that. Let's go ahead and place this pattern enhancer.
1 pattern enhancer placed. 3 to go.
All right, so we have another one here by 7, looks like. So let's go ahead and do that. Another one over here in the corner. I always think the aesthetic of the Aetherians is pretty interesting.
Incoming energy signature.
Incoming energy signature from where? All right, one more of these pattern enhancers. That should be all of them.
Why do you choose senselessness? You could have ascended and joined us.
Oh.
Damn it, we've been teleported to the other side. There goes step 1 of our plan.
Oh, that's no
Got
fun.
Sean, Corin, and Jarak in the stasis hold. We can't let her through now.
Oh, that one thing. What is it, the Kitaboon or whatever? Is that what it's called?
We need to take down this construct to release the captain.
It's a construct, okay. It's a big construct. Whoa, is it firing on us from above? Be careful. This captain is not very, he's a little bit squishy. Let my friends go, yo! Gotta get out of the way of these red things. Man, it's like you don't even know where to walk. Oh no, I hate those. Leave me alone. Oh, now we're shooting at this construct up above. What can I do? Alright, you know what? Let me bring some more reinforcements here. Everybody fire at this thing. Make a dent in it. Oh, you know what? I think I can bring my little, forgot about that. I have my little, runabout. That'll come in and fight with me. That'll help. Oh no, can I not fire that anymore? Yep. Looks like it's invulnerable at the moment.
Not a moment too soon. These Aetherians are suffering.
Oh no, my little runabout is worse everywhere. I don't think I used it at the right time. That's too bad. At least the captains were released. Okay, it's vulnerable again, so let's go. I really need to be using more of my abilities. I think after all these years I'll learn how to play this game correctly, but sometimes I forget. I get lost in the story itself. Extinction eludes us, the ether endures, huh?
To reach Thaseen-Fei.
Good thing I kept the access codes. On it.
Alright, so Hugh's gonna bring down the force fields. What are we all doing? Just chilling, I guess, until he's done. Okay. Move on to the next part here. Oh no. Again.
Teleported us again.
And she's called in
That's
drones for
frustrating.
backup. We need to take her out.
Corin, Rock, let's dethrone this drone.
thought this would be enough to stop us?
She's on the move again, and she's shielding herself.
I'll lower the next containment field.
Hurry up, Hugh. Lower them all real quick. So I guess the Thaseen-Fei keeps bouncing us, you know, from one corner to another. We gotta keep like lowering force fields and stuff.
Let's head for the final containment field.
Oh, here we go again, being held in place.
If we don't place that final pattern enhancer, beam out.
All right, pattern enhancers. Oh, I don't get to do that.
Yeah, I lack harmony, confusion, greatness. But do my usual. I've heard it all before.
Snap. You know what? Let me put down some
Final pattern enhancer place.
coven crystals.
Trapped. Damn it! Jumping around to restore her shields. Routing power to them.
There you go.
Halo,
Take some of
it's an
that.
energy redistribution node. You have to take it out.
I could remodulate a pattern enhancer to disrupt the defenses. You get that halo.
7 of 9. You saw the perfection once.
Let's call in some reinforcements. Throw in a grenade. Oh, she's almost down. Cool.
This offer involves
Did we get her? No? I felt like we got her. Did we not get her? Oh, she just healed herself like automatically to 100% health. Lovely. We gave it our all and it was like nothing. Grenade at her. Some more popping crystals down, see if that'll help. Nope, she's gone already. Darn. And he was taking you for like ever. Let's go, man. Alright. Got her.
No one left to fight beside you. The galaxy has torn itself apart.
You were just another tyrant clinging to control, Thaseen-Fei.
Nice. Where's your rock? You got thrown, but Corrin got her.
Lowering the reactor core's containment field.
I'm hooked up. Drag her over.
That's awesome. Corrin actually drags her over by her feet.
You will not defuse the Aetherians.
It's for the best, Thaseen-Fei.
Think of it like this. You get to be the savior of your people.
It's your lucky day, Borg Queen.
Queen?
See? Even she's like queen.
Parameters disabled. Initiating transfer.
Inputting the modified neurolytic pathogen into the core's data stream.
No. No! We will not allow it!
You must comply.
Hmm.
We must not. We must protect the ether.
Watch out! She's modifying the injection stream.
It's too late. I'm in.
Oh. Whoa. They're like chimera creatures.
Chimerans! With security parameters disabled, they must have located the Harmony.
They look a little like the Flood from Halo, don't they?
Did it
Or
work?
have that same vibe anyways.
Not on the core, maybe on Thaseen-Fei. Too early to tell.
Captains, call your ships. We're getting out of here.
Commander Kiona, this is Captain Sean. Prepare to plot a course for Deep Space Nine. We're heading back.
Did we get that scene? Yeah, the scene came with us. Okay, cool. Looks like we're getting out of Dodge. Oh snap. Those are Chimera ships. I mean, they're Borg ships, but they've been taken over by the Chimeras. Interesting.
Thanks for the ride back. Looks like your ship didn't suffer any malfunctions on the way. Lucky. You really had everybody's back today. Knowing you can be counted on even in the worst situations. Well, that's as rare as a Vulcan smile. When you have a moment, the Director and I would like to talk to you about Thaseen-Fei's future. Right now, though, I think your command wants to speak with you.
Thanks, I'll check with Admiral Quinn. Alright. Let me actually go and talk to everybody first. We'll talk to Commander Jirok. She got hit pretty hard. Hope she's okay.
Thank you for repairing the Lisette. That ship means more to me than words can say. As for what the Aetherians intended to do with our Singularity Core, I'd rather not speculate too much. My science officer, Neril, will be drawing up a full report. Suffice to say, it is clear they intended to use the Midas Array to their advantage somehow. They seem focused on sabotaging and acquiring new technology. Not unusual for the Borg, I suppose.
Looks like the Chimerans beat them to it. Let's hope Nerel's report provides us with more data. Alright, let's talk to Corin.
You fought valiantly aboard the Bortisque and the Harmony. It is a pity we withdrew. We could have taken these Chimerans, blade in hand, I am sure.
Always ready for a fight.
Some say these creatures are able to terraform entire Borg cubes. If the tales are true, then they are foes worthy of song. I would gladly give my life to see such an abomination with my own eyes. Wouldn't you?
Not really. You might be in luck, though. I have a feeling this won't be our last encounter with the Chimerans, Captain. She was ready to keep going. Alright, let's talk to Sean. No, Sean first.
Without your help, the Enterprise would have been a goner. Speaking of, looks like the Midas Array is now under quarantine. The array has been overtaken by the Chimerans. We're starting to recognize more of their signals over long-range sensors. It's not looking good, I'll give you that. But I'm confident we've made progress today. Oh, before you go, on my bridge, one of the Aetherian drones said something to me that took me aback.
Yeah, I was wondering about that.
It's as if it knew who I was. My life story. I think you know what I'm getting at. I'm lucky to be alive.
Thaseen-Fei fused some of the crew members. I noticed the same on board the Bortisque. You have my condolences, Captain. Their sacrifices won't be in vain. That sucks. He lost some of his crew to them. Alright, let's talk to Admiral Quinn.
Just the person I wanted to see. I hear things got a little out of hand at the Midas Array.
Yeah, a
It
little.
seems to me like the mission was still a success. Thaseen-Fei has been extracted and remanded to one of the station's brigs. As for the Harmony, the Alliance has some conflicting opinions on its eventual fate if we ever get hold of it. Chancellor L'Rell believes we should return for it and tow it to Khitomer for joint observation. Proconsul Datan believes the Cooperative should supervise the ship from a distance, and that Director Hugh is best placed to oversee such an operation. I'm not sure where I stand myself. Proposals are already landing on my desk, from living exhibit at Memory Alpha to destroy the thing.
Yeah.
I understand your actions today saved countless lives. Starfleet commends you. We knew you'd be the right person for the job.
Oh, I should have rescued 12 survivors. I missed one though. But each of them sent over 50 dilithium more. Oh, that's nice. So I get a little extra dilithium. Could have gotten a little bit more, but it's fine. Thank you, Admiral Quinn. It's an honor to be a Starfleet officer. Alright, so I got 550 dilithium, looks like. I guess you can get 600 total if you save everybody. Next time I play through, I will be saving everybody. I gotta find that last one on board the Enterprise. At least now I know it's not on the bridge. Let's talk to Hugh.
Thanks for checking back in with us. This was quite a mission, and I have a feeling our efforts have only just begun. My own de-assimilation bordered on traumatic. I ended up bringing my individuality back to a collective that was very ill prepared for it. It caused widespread chaos and violence. We need to be careful about how we decide to move forward. Perhaps defusing Thaseen-Fei alone was for the best. I shudder to think of a galaxy full of unfused Aetherians who, well, lack guidance.
He's not wrong. Liberating a Borg is no joke, and the start is the worst of it. But what first seems like a curse eventually becomes a gift. During my time aboard Voyager, I learned the value of individuality, but also the strength of personal connection. In the end, it became apparent to me that you don't need a hive mind to understand the real meaning of unity. Anyway, I'm glad we had you along for the ride today. It's easy for us liberated Borg to get carried away when dealing with another collective. It's so personal, you need someone with a fresh perspective to keep you level-headed.
Can't imagine how difficult it is to defuse an unwilling Borg queen, but I'm glad we stayed united. Cool. Later? Oh, cool. We'll get to see what happens to Thaseen-Fei. Thaseen, sorry. Keep saying it wrong. She's in a brig. Meditating.
How are you doing, Thaseen-Fei?
She's refused to talk so far.
Give her time. Patience. It'll get better.
You know, I've been where you are right now. Longing to go back to a chorus of comforting voices. Frustrated at my lack of agency. But in the end, liberation was the only way forward. It gave me back so many things that I'd forgotten I needed. I see you remain unconvinced. But what's so different between being controlled by an ether and being told what to do by the Alliance until you can make up your own mind? At least once you're liberated, you'll be free to decide how to live your life. That's more than what I got at times. Well, I'll be back same time tomorrow, Thaseen-Fei.
Tefei.
What did you say?
Tefei was my name. Thaseen is just a title.
Right. Queen.
No. We have no corporeal queen. Defusing me was pointless. You achieved nothing.
What we achieve is helping you. And every other drone. One person at a time. Until every Borg is liberated. And no one is left behind.
Irrelevant. Impossible. Someone is always left behind. That is why the whole is greater than the sum of its parts.
Well, maybe. But the whole would be nothing without all of its parts. I hope that in time you'll see that. Same time tomorrow, Tefei.
Cool. So her name is Tefei. Just like it showed in that computer log that we read aboard the Unity. Very neat. But I knew she wasn't a queen. It's like, it didn't seem right. Didn't seem to really connect. They were just assuming she was, but I had my doubts. All right, let's grab the contact.
I'm contacting you from Deep Space Nine to report that our mission has been a partial success. Thaseen-Fei is under our supervision and making progress, slowly but surely. Although it appears she's not the Aetherian Borg Queen after all. Seven is working together with the Alliance to oversee her diffusion process, and we expect answers soon. The process has been both a strain on the station psychologically and in terms of resources. It's clear Thaseen-Fei does not trust us yet. As for the Midas Array, I received a report from Commander Jirok's Science Officer Narrow. It appears the Aetherians were attempting to use both the array and the Lisette Singularity Core to open a rift in space-time. It's difficult to understand their motives. We are unable to collect more data for now, as both the Midas Array and the Harmony are swarming with Chimerans. The Alliance has sent some of their best fleets over to contain the situation, but reports of Chimerans have already surfaced from other systems. Seven and I will reach out to our allies to understand if we can call in to assist with these Chimerian incursions. I'll contact you if any more information comes to light. Do not hesitate to do the same, should we be of use to you.
Cool. So it looks like now we got a Chimeran problem, as well as an Aetherian problem. So that's gonna be fun. Again, we get a very rare space item reward and 2 outfits. I don't think I want to cash this in just yet. I think I'm just gonna leave it like it is because, yeah, I'm 23 minutes away from my requirement to do this mission. So I'm just gonna let it hang here for a bit, and I will end the video right here. I hope that you guys enjoyed this walkthrough of this mission, which is called again. What was it called again? I forgot it. Best laid plans. Best laid plans. I hope that you guys enjoyed it, and a little bit of the background that I gave on some of those parts, like the Midas Array and some of the episodes back in the Next Generation, Voyager, and Picard. Overall, I really enjoyed this mission. The cutscenes were great. They were fantastic. The battle scenes were really fun. It kept me on my toes, but it didn't feel like it dragged out. Even though this is a long mission, especially longer if you're going to be reading through everything and trying to achieve everything that you can, like saving every crew member and all that stuff, it is a little bit longer, but I think once you play it a couple times, you could probably go through it a little bit faster. But overall, very excellent episode, voiced very well, of course, for the different actors who voiced their characters, and I had a lot of fun. So good job, Deca. This was a really fantastic episode. I really do. I really did appreciate playing through that and really enjoyed it. Until next time, everybody, live long and prosper. And if you did like the video, please go ahead and remember to leave a like down below. I really would appreciate it. Take care, y'all.